Hello everyone and welcome to another video, and slightly different style of video. I have a face. I wanted it to be more immersive, more natural than just the talking hands that my previous videos have been. It's not going to be scripted, although I do have some notes for things that I want to talk about. But since my video last week, there have been a few changes, a few things that I've realised, mainly about editing and how long editing takes and how little time I have to do the editing. So rather than scripting things and doing voiceovers, which took just forever, I've been doing a couple of projects since my previous video, and I'd filmed everything. I'd ended up with hours and hours of video with no voice because for some reason the microphone didn't work. And it failed miserably. So I'm going to change the way I record things. I'm going to do it more like this vlog. It's going to be more relaxed, more informal, more just me chatting to you guys. And I'll just record the important parts of the crafts with some B-roll footage that I'll record as I go. And I know some of you don't care about the behind the scenes aspect of this, like the whole editing process, the whole, the reason why I'm doing stuff. But I like to keep you all informed about my thought processes and why you haven't seen any videos from me since the channel update, despite the fact that me saying I was going to be filming some. I did. Things happened. So what I want to do instead is I want to just quickly show you some of the projects that I've been working on since that video. And some of them may still be coming up as videos later on because some projects aren't finished. And then I want to talk to you about Christmas videos, what's going to be happening video-wise in December. So the first thing that I want to show you is the mitten progress, the crochet mitten, which I showed you last video. And I finished one of them. I finished the left one. So this one is almost complete. It just needs blocking. I'm going to do the other video, the other mitten. I'll record the important parts of that, and then I'll make a video using that. So that will be coming. I do have to get these finished. They're supposed to be Christmas presents. I don't know if I'll get them done in time. I hope I will. But if not, I'll be bringing you along for the ride anyway. One of the other things I was doing was my first forays into dyeing. I've been experimenting with dyeing. And I've had some roving which I've been sticking in the dye pot. This was my first batch, which I've actually spun as well since then. And it is really, really pretty. It turned out really well. It's very pastel-y. It's not quite as vibrant as I would have liked. However, my second batch, which I ended up putting in some vinegar into the dye, and that seemed to help it take, has turned out so beautiful. I cannot wait to spin this. However, I've got an awful lot that I also need to spin. So that's going to go onto the pile of things to do. It's probably going to be next year when I spin this up, but I will be bringing you along for the journey on that. I've yet to decide how I'm going to film spinning videos. I will probably end up doing that real time. Or again, just like cutting it in, like splicing it, showing, a few minutes of spinning, various different B-roll shots, and then plying. I'm going to do some research on that, see how other spinning YouTubers film their spinning. So yeah, those videos will probably be on the back burner for now. But what I wanted to do this month was do some advent calendar stuff, because it's the season and I've been spending so long looking at craft crochet advent calendars, and I could not find a single one that was either not ridiculously expensive or didn't have really bad reviews. I think this year I've been watching so many people unbox so many different advent calendars, not necessarily craft ones, just advent calendars in general. And they have all seemed to be either more style than substance or just totally overpriced. Having said that, I do have my own personal advent calendar. Just wait for the birds to finish shouting. Which my aunt has put together for me. So it might be fun to unbox that, and I'll just show you this round. There we go. So just behind here, I've got more hanging up. So it will be fun to unbox one of those each day. And then I've been having a think, and I have a plan for something that I want to do as a Christmas lead up to Christmas project rather than an advent calendar. So when I got home from work today, I decided that I was going to stash bust all of my yarns. Because I'm spinning a lot more, I've been working towards switching over from commercial yarn to stuff that I spin myself. Or I would buy yarn specifically for a project that I want. I have so much cotton yarn and so much acrylic yarn that I want to get rid of, and obviously I'm not just going to waste it, but what I've decided I'm going to do is I want to create something to cover my chair. I've got my little embroidery that I did here, but I want something to cover the actual chair itself, and I'm thinking cotton because it's going to be hard wearing. And my plan is to every day from now until December is pick a random colour for my cotton box, and do a few rounds and create like a granny blanket, something to go over the back of my chair. Now this might not be uploaded every day. I might do a few days at a time and upload them into one video. It all just depends on the length of the video and how long things take. So I think right now, let's open day number 9, which I'm technically a day ahead. I'm filming this on the 8th, but no one needs to know. We'll just open them a day early. And then we'll choose our first colour and we'll make a start on our granny blanket. So let's open day number 9. I think this is backwards for you, so I may end up having to flip my camera, I'm not sure. But day number 9 is... Ooh, this is just pink perfume. Like I said, this is not crafting, obviously. Oh, that's really nice. That's really subtle. I like that. Right, that's my day number 9 advent calendar. So, that being done, let's see what we will choose for our Advent Granny Square. Okay, so this is my box of yarn that I've pre-sorted for this project, and we are going to be randomly choosing yarns from here to work with what I want to do. There are a variety of different weights and thicknesses. I've got some hand spun yarn. This is one that I spun about 2 years ago and I've still never used it, so I want to use it in this project. Plus some wool that I'm not particularly keen on. Again, that's a homespun, and various different cottons and both of different types and thicknesses. So we will randomly choose a yarn on most days. However, today on day one, I want to start with this because it is the one that I have the least of, and that's going to be a good place to start our granny square. Okay, so we're going to start with our granny square, and I've just found the ends, and we're just going to do a basic granny square. I think I don't want anything too complex and complicated. So just making my magic ring, chain 2, two, 3, that's one corner, two corners, three corners, four corners, and let's just close that up. Okay. Let's just unknot some more of this. And make a corner. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. So there we have our first part of the crochet blankets lead up to Advent calendar project. It's pretty small, but we will soon get that growing. Okay, so that's going to be it for today. And tomorrow we'll open another Advent door Advent calendar. You can just see the birds in the background. We'll open another door on our Advent calendar. We'll choose another random colour for this. They're not all going to be Christmas colours. This is going to be over my chair for all year round. So I didn't want to stick with just Advent Christmas colours. So we will choose another random colour to go around this. And we'll do a bit more tomorrow. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, please don't forget to hit that like, follow and subscribe button for more. And I think I'm going to keep this angle in future so you can see them when they're up to mischief. So thank you all so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.